Okay, so hello everyone. Today I will be running the webinar How to Find Your First Job as an Aesthetic Doctor. Some of you may have already been after many courses in aesthetic medicine. Some of you are during the aesthetic medicine post-graduation school in Amir or maybe somewhere else. But at the end, everyone wants to work somewhere and wants to find first job. I'm here to tell you how to do it. What are the good practices that company do? What are the bad practices? And at the end, you'll be able to ask me questions. So I will answer to everything. Let's start. For those who doesn't know, my name is Agata, and I'm a doctor from Poland. I'm a coordinator of the Masters in Aesthetic Medicine, Nutrition, and Anti-Aging. I work in two aesthetic medicine clinics, and I also work as a GP. Let's start about aesthetic medicine industry in 2024. This is really important to start here because you need to understand how the world looks like right now. So the aesthetic medicine industry in this year is booming. This field includes treatments like Botox, fillers, lasers, therapies, skin rejuvenation, and body contouring. And let's face with the facts. So the global market is expected to exceed $20 billion, growing at about 10% per year. We have new technologies. So every single month, new technologies are coming out, and the companies are developing new equipment. So thanks to that, our treatments are more safe and more effective. Personalized treatments. What I can see from my practice is that right now our patient is coming to our clinic not only to have their lips done or to fill the cheeks. They want a plan. They want 1 year plan, how to make them look younger, and they expect us to assess their face in a holistic way. So doctors need to be really well educated, and they need to keep up with the newest trends. Social media impact. The rise of social media has amplified the desire to look beautiful, with many people seeking treatments to enhance their online presence and confidence. This is for sure obvious for you. This is what we can see every single day. Increased male interest. This one is interesting. More men are seeking aesthetic treatments, expanding the market and changing marketing strategies. Here is a niche that I can see that really men are interested in the treatments. So you as a young doctors can fulfill this niche because men, I think in the future, will need many specialists that take care about their hair, especially the hair, and also the hair transplantation and the hair mesotherapy. This industry offers many opportunities for new doctors with a high demand for skilled professionals who stay updated with the latest trends and technologies. Please remember this sentence, because this will be very, very useful during our presentation. Okay, let's face with the opportunities and challenges. What opportunities do you have as a young doctor who wants to become an aesthetic medicine professional and find his first job? So we have high demand. It means that there is a constant need for skilled professionals. Every single person right now can become your patient. Those treatments are not reserved for stars and very rich people. Right now, many people can afford these treatments. And diverse treatments, a range of non-surgical options. It means that right now the patient doesn't need to go to to plastic surgeon to have, for example, a little change in their face, to have a bigger lips or a better looking nose. Those treatments can be done by us, by aesthetic medicine doctors. Growing patient base, including interested male interest. So this is what I have already told you before. And right now, challenges. So regulatory compliance, adhering to new and evolving regulations. I will be talking about the situation in Poland because this is familiar for me and in Poland, but in the whole European Union, we have this regulation that we can't show the names of the products that we are working with, so we can't show the company names. And this means that we can't show our patients that we are working on the best possible products and very expensive ones. And for me, this is hard because patients right now can't easily recognize if they have a treatment done on the best possible product or not. So we need to deal with it, unfortunately. Competition, standing out in a growing and competitive market. This one is sad for me because I think that doctors should support each other and we should learn from each other. I know that in Poland the situation is hard because everyone can do aesthetic treatments. Everyone who has money and time can just go for a course and buy one and become an aesthetic medicine practitioner. That's why I think we shouldn't treat other doctors as a competition. We should support each other, and I can assure you that this will pay off. Keeping up with trends, staying informed on the latest technologies and procedures. This one is about that if you want to be a really good aesthetic medicine doctor, you need to stay updated. You need to watch many webinars. You need to learn from the best. You need to go to foreign congresses, and you need to just stay updated. For me, this is not a challenge. This is something really nice because I like what I do. And if you treat it this way, this is not a challenge. This is rather a pleasure. So, so you just need to love what you do and keep up with the trends. Social media impact. I can't go further without saying that because right now social media are so important. I know that it can be annoying, that it's time consuming, but I would like to show you that social media has also a good impact and good has thanks to that you have many opportunities. So you don't necessarily need to do it, but I will tell you what kind of benefits it brings. So, expert image. If you want to have many patients, you need to build an expert image. How to do it? The easiest way is to speak about the treatments that you're doing on social media. So, for example, on your Instagram, just don't be fake. Speak to those people from your heart. So really tell them what treatments do you like, what kind of procedures are your favorite, what is your style of working, and just show them that you know everything about what you're doing. And portfolio. Okay, let me ask you a question. If you want to pick up a photographer for your wedding, where would you seek? I would seek on the Instagram and maybe on the landing pages. I would like to see the photos that this photographer took, and I would like to see if his photos are, his vision of the photos is similar to mine. And thanks those photos, I will decide if I like this one or another photographer. The same is in our business. So the patient is looking for your work, for the photos of your work. So they are looking for before and after photos. I think it's really important because thanks that also you can have patients that actually like your style. So you won't have people who want, for example, big lips if you are not doing those. So this is quite a benefit for you. Society. Thanks to social media, you are building a society, and thanks that always you can always have your group of patients that is well educated. So by talking to them, you have them in your clinic, and they know everything. They know everything about the treatment that you're doing, so they are well educated. Advertisements, you can always show on your social media your latest the latest procedures that you are doing, the newest equipment, of course, without telling them the company name, but still you can talk about technologies and the product as the substance. Projects and models. This is connected. Thanks to social media, you can easily find models to the doctor's trainings. If you are looking for a model to have to do a portfolio, if you run your social media in an interesting way, you can always find a really fast a model that will be willing to work with you. Okay, that's all. And right now, let's go to the most important part. Where to find your first job? All of these five places are actually real ones. It means I know doctors who found their jobs via those canals. So the first one is local marketplaces like OLX. All you need to do is seek under the phrase aesthetic medicine doctor job and to write down the city that you live. And for sure, you will find there at least 2 or 3 announcements from the clinics. I know it's easier in the bigger cities, but still, sometimes, even in the small cities, you can find an announcement. Direct mail phone call to the clinic that you would like to work in. And this looks weird, but really, I know a doctor that found her first job in aesthetic medicine by just writing an email to the clinic that she liked. So just please have a good CV and write an email that you like the work that they're doing, that you would love to work with this people who are there, and maybe you will get the job. You wouldn't know if you won't try. Okay, Facebook groups. In Poland, the most important group is Medycyna Estetyczna Wstęp tylko dla lekarzy. This is the most popular one. There are only doctors, and I think every single week there is one announcement. Or sometimes from the doctors that are looking for a doctor to cooperate with, and sometimes from the doctors who are looking for a job. Okay. Instagram. Believe me or not, but if you are running your social media in an interesting way, then someone can just text you via Instagram. Hi, I like the way you are running your social media. Do you want to work with us? And I also know someone who got this kind of message. Trainings for doctors. Also, it's funny, but sometimes when you are a communicative person and you like to talk, you can, from word to word, get the job during the training. Okay. What questions can you expect on your first interview? Let's go through this, because those are questions that I, for example, heard on my first interviews. So I will really fast go through those. Have you completed a postgraduate school in aesthetic medicine? This one is not so important. Let me tell you why. People in Poland, I think, the company owners um, value more your experience and certificates than postgraduate school. It's all, I think it's a great benefit to have one, but it's not so important. So if you don't have this school, but you have thousands of trainings, then it's still possible that you get the job easily. Do you have certificates from training courses? If so, which ones? This one is important. And please, if you are up to do your first interview, bring those certificates with you, so the employer would see those on the paper. It's really good to collect those and to put all of them in your CV. How much do you want to earn? I'm not saying that you need to know on your first before your first job how much do you want to earn, but please don't answer to this question, I don't know. Seek for the answer also on this group, on this Facebook group that was on the slide before. People talk about it, so find the answer. Think about how much you would like to earn, and maybe you won't get this amount, but still it will be better than answer, I don't know. And what is your availability? In aesthetic medicine, I think you won't have the full-time job. So for sure, someone will propose you 1 day or 2 days in a week. So be prepared to this question and know your ability. Have you worked with some certain products? And here, there are not so many products on the market that you okay, maybe in a different way. So you should know which which company produces what products, and I'm not telling you that you should know exactly how it works, and you don't have to have the experience with these certain products, but you should know that, for example, this certain product Z contains hyaluronic acid, because it will look more professional on your during your interview, that you are oriented in those products. Are you open to marketing activities? As I mentioned before, marketing activities are part of 2024 world, and I think every single clinic would like to run those activities. So if you are open to those, I think it will be a great benefit. But if you're not, just say it. And the worst thing that you can do is tell people that that you won't take part in this marketing activities, that you don't want it, you don't like it. And I know it's hard, but sometimes it's better to just say, okay, maybe I will try, but it's not my cup of tea, but I'm open. Do you have your own business? This is just the question about the form of employment, and you should also know the answer to this question. So what type of contract would you like to have? Do you have experience working in other places? Of course, you will get this question, and it's not a shame if you will answer that I didn't work anywhere. That's okay. As soon as you have a great will to practice, you have a big knowledge and many courses, I think it will be enough to start the first job. And the most important question, are you independent? If the answer to this question is no, then you should start from the beginning and ask yourself a question: should you start your first job right now? Because independence means, for me, that you can handle your complications. You know how to deal with vascular occlusion, you know how to deal with edema, and at least you know how to act with when something happens with the patient. Those are real people, and they want us to know how to act in the case of complication. So it's okay if you can't do every single treatment, but really you should know how to deal with the complications. So are you independent? Yes, and it means that you really know how to stay safe. And right now, what questions should you ask? Because sometimes we forget that we are also a valuable person. So we also should ask questions, and we should value ourselves. And right now, I will show you on what topics should you what topics are important for you, and that sometimes companies are also unfair, and you should watch out on some places. Actually, the most often those are chain stores, and yeah. So let's go to the questions. Who provides the products? This is a simple one, just for you to know if the company provides the products or you should provide the products by yourself. Is there never aesthetic medicine doctor working in a clinic? This one is important. It's really good to have a second doctor working in a clinic. Still, two is not one, and you can always have a support, and you can always give the support to the other doctor. Is the clinic insured, and in the event of a complication due to your fault, do you share the responsibility equally, or does it fall entirely under your insurance? This one is super important because in many clinics, it's like the whole responsibility is on your side. It means that in case of complication, uh, you are responsible, only you. So this is a question that you should actually ask. Does the clinic collaborate with a cosmetologist? I really love to work with cosmetologists, so this is a great benefit that you can work with the cosmetologist in a team. Is there a person responsible for reception and handling payments during your work? Believe me or not, but there are places that in which you are a doctor, but also you are responsible for the reception and handling payments. So it is just for you to know before you start your job if such practice is in this clinic. Does the employer provide training? If so, on what basis? And the second one, are there loyalty agreements? Those two are connected, and in many clinics, there is this policy that they provide you trainings, free trainings. Sometimes you need to sign a loyalty agreement. It means that, for example, you will have the trainings, free trainings, but you need to work at least 1 year in this particular clinic. And if not, you will have to pay off. So it's good to know before you start. Is there a non-compete clause in the contract, meaning can you also work in other clinics? This I can see quite often, but still you can find places that that don't have this clause. This means that you can't work as an aesthetic medicine doctor in the same city, doing exactly the same job in a different clinic. I can understand this one. So it depends on you if you agree or not. Can you post pictures of patients you treat at this clinic on your social media? Here you should watch out, because in some chain stores there is this is clause that you can't use the pictures of your patients, and they can only use them on your social media. This is bad for you and for your future journey, because it's your work and you can't show anyone the treatments that you are doing and the style that you work with. So watch out at this one. Who is responsible for summarizing the number of procedures you have performed, which will be the basis for calculating your payment. This is just for you to know if you need to run the special diary when you need to write down all of your treatments and the products that you use, or maybe there is someone who is doing this for you, and do you need to to summarize it, and you are making the invoice, or maybe first of all you will get a list of the procedures from someone from the clinic. Is the clinic a VAT payer? This is only for you to know. Is it registered as a medical entity? This is super important because in Poland, the insurance, the doctor's insurance, doesn't work if you are not working, if you're not making your aesthetic medicine procedures in a medical entity. It means that if you work in a cosmetologist or in a hairdresser, then your insurance wouldn't work. Have the consents been consulted and prepared by lawyers? This one is really important when it comes to the third question. So if the whole of the whole responsibility is on your side, it means that you need to have good consents. So look at these consents before signing the contract, because it's super important for you to have to be secured. Is the documentation in paper form or on a computer? This is just for you to know. Okay, we did it. Text me. Text me. Here is my Instagram account, and also you can call the employers from Amir, and also you can write down an email to this email. If you're interested in everything and you have any doubts, I'm here to help you. I really think that we are a small group and we should support each other. So yes, I'm here for you. Thank you very much, and hope to see you soon during our next webinars. Bye bye.